Hey there, my name's Ashley Hatzinger, and the content area that I would typically teach would be American history. The lesson topic would be how to identify different sources, but actually, this could be used for any history class. For my objective, the students will be able to identify the difference between primary, secondary, and tertiary sources. The anticipatory set. Oh no, what happened to you? I'm so sorry. The anticipatory set. Sorry, one second. There we go. The anticipatory set, the best way to judge whether a student already knows the difference is by giving them a little quiz. It's not one that is graded, but it kind of gives me the knowledge prior to getting in really into depth in class on what students actually know. I'll have them grab a scratch piece of paper and I'll have them number 1 through 10. I will have them identify different sources, but I will present it on PowerPoint. Um, so on this sheet of paper, they will identify what they think each source is, whether or not they're right or wrong. It's not being graded, so this is basically just for their knowledge and for mine. Instructional strategies. It gets a little bit harder when using sources and identifying sources. So, really, the only way to, um, I suppose, differentiate instruction could be instead of using notes, they can use a computer. Instead of using an exit slip, they can tell me verbally. It's really the only way I can do this with sources. Um, Learning engagement activity. One So again, using the PowerPoint, we'll do this for about 10 minutes. They can write down what they think each source is. 2, for 5 minutes, they will discuss with a shoulder partner. Afterwards, therefore, they can kind of debate on why they think they're right or wrong. 3, they will then discuss the difference between the 3 different types of sources. And then when I say we, I mean all of us. Therefore, they know the difference. 4, the students will then organize themselves into groups, and then they will analyze the sources independently. So the reason I really have them in groups, though, is not to discuss this time. It's literally to rotate. I'm going to give them 20 minutes, and they can take notes on them, but ideally, they're going to write down what source they think it is, and they'll have 4 minutes for each one of those sources. Uh, Lastly, the last 5 minutes, I'm going to put that same PowerPoint back on, and I'll give them their slip from the beginning of class. This will give them a chance to change their answers, after being provided all the information throughout class. Has their answer changed? Previous to class ending, they can hand me their notes, their slip from when we first did the PowerPoint, which is also the exit slip, and they'll hand them in to me because then I will keep them for the next class. Um, a formative assessment. The students will turn in their exit slips and notes, as I just stated. Um, Therefore, I can understand if they have comprehended the difference between all the sources. If not, I may have to go back and start that for the next class. Um, Again, differentiated instruction, being able to use a computer, telling me things verbally. I might be able to find shorter primary readings based on the student's reading ability. And closure at the end of the class with 5 minutes left. Again, I will present the same information or the same presentation with the slides. This way, they will have a chance to change their answers. But that is it. And hopefully, this is adequate for my planning for instruction. Thank you.